Thank you for bearing with us. We now have sound. Shall we start?
We're going to start all over again.
Yes.
Welcome to our LowDown live stream of the... What do we call this show again?
It's called the LowDown Live celebrates Academy Awards.
Okay, and I'm Roz Davis.
I'm Victoria Davis.
And tonight we have had a change of venue due to our the power outages at our normal venue. So
severe weather conditions.
Weather conditions. The nor'easter has knocked out many households throughout New Jersey this evening. But there's plenty of power here. This is a high wattage show. It takes a lot of power to run this.
True, and I do want to send a shout out to my electrician, though, even though we can't do the show from there because there's no cable, we probably could, we can at least generate power there and use a safe, legal hookup for that power because I have a really awesome electrician, so shout out to you, brother. Rock on, bro. Just saying.
Well, I want to get to some Academy Award fun facts. As you're preparing to view the Oscars tonight, you may want to know a few of these things. You may want to talk about them over the water cooler tomorrow, or you may just want to text them out to a friend. So, here we go. Tonight's show is the 90th Oscar telecast. The big 90.
Wow, and it doesn't look a day over 86.
No.
Mary Pickford looks great, by the way.
She was at the very first one. She was. 90 years ago.
Very first actress, Best Actress, I think?
I believe so. It is held at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles, and it will be hosted by someone who works right across the street from the Dolby Theater, Jimmy Kimmel.
Well, there you go. That's convenient. That's a good commute.
Really quick. Airs on the ABC television network at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, and it is televised in more than 225 countries and territories worldwide. Presenters will include Emily Blunt, Sandra Bullock, Dave Chappelle, Jane Fonda, Jodie Foster, Isaac Gonzalez, Ashley Judd, Nicole Kidman, Matthew McConaughey, Helen Mirren, Rita Moreno, Lupita Nyong'o, and Christopher Walken.
Very nice.
Well, so, you know where I got all those fun facts?
Well, where did you get them? Was it maybe the Nagatron, perhaps?
I believe so, so I would like to thank the Nagatron.
You are welcome.
I like the Nagatron.
I like the Nagatron myself.
I'm getting quite used to her. Actually, it feels like she's been around for a long time. Like, all my life. I feel like I've known the Nagatron my whole entire life.
And perhaps even since before you were born.
Mayhap.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Maybe.
Well,
haha. One of my favorite things about anything is music, and I certainly like the music at the Academy Awards.
Yeah, they always nominate a bunch of music from movies.
Yes, and they've got a bunch of musical performances booked for tonight.
And they're actual people who are actually going to perform them, like famous people.
Yes.
This time around. Correct? Is that correct, Nagatron?
That is correct.
All right.
Okay. So this evening's performances include Bernal Fourcade,
I think.
Fourcade, that's right. That is the right way to say that. And Miguel will perform the Oscar-nominated song Remember Me from Coco. Music and lyrics by Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez. In addition to lending his voice to Coco, Bernal's credits include the Oscar-winning films Babel in 2006 and The Motorcycle Diaries in 2004. Mary J. Blige, who I just saw go by on the red carpet, Mary J. Blige will perform Mighty River from Mudbound, the Oscar-nominated song she co-wrote with Raphael Saadiq and Tora Stinson. Blige is also Oscar-nominated this year for Actress in Supporting Role for Mudbound. She's the first person to be nominated for both performance and original song in the same year.
That's pretty amazing, actually, when you think about it.
That is kind of cool.
You're up for 2 nominations, and one of them's for acting, and one of them is for your music. And that's,
exactly.
That's rare. And, it's rare. But go on, I'm sorry.
It is. Common and Andrew Day will perform his Oscar-nominated song, Stand Up for Something, from Marshall. Music by Diane Warren, lyric by Lonnie R. Lynn, Common, better known as Common, and Diane Warren. Common won an Oscar with John Stevens, aka John Legend, the original song Glory from the film Selma in 2014.
I remember that.
Yeah. Keela Settle will perform the Oscar-nominated song This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. Music and lyrics by Ben Pasek and Justin Paul. Settle is a Tony Award-nominated singer and actress. And Sufjan Stevens will perform his Oscar-nominated song Mystery of Love, written for Call Me By Your Name. Stevens is a singer, songwriter, and instrumentalist whose career spans nearly 20 years and 11 albums.
You know who's not performing tonight?
No.
Adele Dazeem.
Adele Dazeem. See, I
miss Adele Dazeem.
Yeah, I wonder who's going to sing for the in memoriam segment if they do if they have a singer.
I don't know.
Well,
you like this next story. This was one of your
do.
favorites of the whole.
This is the one that I
pack of
found while I was
stories.
out there searching around for stories to do for tonight's show. I have and it's called Exceptional Minds. Exceptional Minds with Autism have screen cred on 3 of 5 VXF Oscar nominations. From Newswire.com, Exceptional Minds Studio earned screen credit on 3 of 5 Oscar-nominated movies in the visual effects category announced by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. Exceptional Minds Studios is the industry's only visual effects and animation studio of young professionals on the autism spectrum. Since opening its doors almost 4 years ago, the small studio has worked on visual effects for more than 50 major motion pictures and or television series, including The Good Doctor, Game of Thrones, and Doctor Strange. Star Wars The Last Jedi, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and War for the Planet of the Apes are on the studio's list of movies, more recent visual effects and titled work for hire. All 3 films are up for a visual effects Oscar at the upcoming Academy Awards. Each film is so deserving of the awards. The VFX teams we worked with on each of these movies were beyond professional, and we are so thankful that they gave our artists the opportunity to work with them, said Exceptional Minds studio executive producer Susan Zorman. Many of our artists never even dreamed they would be working in this industry, she added. I couldn't even imagine doing this when I was young, agreed Patrick Brady, one of the Exceptional Minds VFX artists on the autism spectrum.
An estimated 90% of the autism population is underemployed or unemployed, and few training programs exist to prepare young adults with autism for meaningful careers. Exceptional Minds Studio contracts out to the entertainment industry for roto and paint, tracker removal, split screen, green screen keying, and compositing, as well as end title credit work and 2D animation. It is staffed by graduates of Exceptional Minds, which is the first vocational school of its kind to prepare young men and women on the autism spectrum for careers in visual effects and animation. These young adults are proving that people with autism can not only work meaningful careers, but also thrive in the competitive entertainment industry, says Exceptional Minds Executive Director Ernie Milan. Autism is the fastest growing developmental disability in the U.S.
Yes. But it's really wonderful that they can actually help these people find meaningful employment and do something creative and interesting with their lives as well. So I think that's really a good thing. Okay. Oh, I feel like I'm on 60 Minutes all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that has something to do with our next story.
It does.
All right.
I started. Oh,
yes, you do.
Okay. In what feels like a nearly endless list of sexual harassment stories, another one has emerged. This time for producer, talk show host, and integral part of E! News, Ryan Seacrest. Allegations of sexual harassment surfaced last November when E! Channel investigated claims of sexual misconduct from Ryan's former wardrobe stylist, Susie Hardy. In a preemptive statement published on Entertainment Weekly's website in November, Seacrest says, "Recently, someone that has worked as a wardrobe stylist for me nearly a decade ago at E! News came forward with a complaint suggesting I behaved inappropriately towards her. If I made her feel anything but respected, I am truly sorry. I dispute these reckless allegations, and I plan to cooperate with any corporate inquiries that may result. I treat all my colleagues with kindness, dignity, and understanding, as this is a principle that's core to who I am. Throughout my 25 years in the entertainment industry, the majority of my coworkers have been women. I've endeavored to foster a positive work environment of mutual respect and courtesy, as that's how I believe I should be. I'm distraught that anyone or any situation will call that into question. I'm proud of my workplace reputation and believe my track record will speak for itself. I'm an advocate for women, and I will continue to support their voices."
On February 1st, the AP reported that E! Channel said an investigation into misconduct allegations against host Ryan Seacrest found insufficient evidence to support the claims. The advocate for women and producer of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, later penned a guest column for The Hollywood Reporter entitled Ryan Seacrest, What Happened After I Was Wrongly Accused of Harassment, in which Seacrest writes, I realize the morals and values, the decency we've perhaps taken for granted, individually and as citizens of the world, are in question. Worse, at risk, I do not take these things for granted. Susie Hardy, who was dismissed from E! in 2013 when she reported the alleged abuse, elucidated her complaints about Seacrest in Variety after the publication of his guest column. This has created a conundrum for those attending the Academy Awards. In the time of Me Too and Time's Up, and the Time's Up movement, every major award show has been an opportunity to make a collective statement on a newfound respect for the victims of an all too common abuse. The dilemma of whether or not to appear on camera with Seacrest as part of E! Channel's Red Carpet show tonight is a big decision.
Time's up?
Time's up for Seacrest?
Maybe not. I don't know. We were. This is actually a story that's unfolding as we're doing our show, and we were trying to watch to see if any major actors or actresses came up to Seacrest, and all we saw so far was Mary J. Blige. But
yeah.
we don't know if publicists are going to tell them to shy away from Seacrest or not. But they didn't pull him from the red carpet tonight.
No, they did not.
Okay, so did you ever have a bad day at work and wish you could get a do-over? It looks like that's just what will be happening tonight at tonight's Academy Awards when Bonnie and Clyde stars Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway present the final award tonight. Viewers will remember that last year's Best Picture award was presented to La La Land instead of the winner Moonlight after the pair were given the envelope for the previous award. While the Academy has kept PricewaterhouseCoopers as their auditing firm for the awards, USA Today reports that they will be replacing the two accountants responsible for handing Beatty the wrong envelope and adding a third set of eyes to fully prevent another miscue. Now, I also heard that the auditors won't be on stage. I don't know if that's true or not.
I could not find that in my research.
I kind of heard it like in the wind that they will be in the control room, but I don't know if that's true or not.
That's kind of, I don't know. It's a shame because although none of the other awards you never see their auditors, and you know that a lot of them use Pricewaterhouse, some of them use the other firm, the other big name out there. But in either case, it's like kind of a respect thing for accountants that like this is like the night they get to go out and be cool, you know. Like,
right? Yeah, accountants aren't considered glamorous in the least, but
you know, most nights it's most days it's just the adding machine, but. You know, tonight
the drone of the adding machine.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight it's all caviar and champagne wishes.
Yes.
And
apparently keeping track.
But just to recap, there was one of the he's a principal at PricewaterhouseCoopers was there last year, and they actually have redundant envelopes. There's two sets. And he wasn't paying attention. I guess they have two sets in case they lose one, or I don't know why.
Yeah, but I guess any mishap could happen. But apparently
they spill coffee on it. I don't. What could potentially?
Somebody drops their envelopes and they can't sort them. I don't know.
He wasn't paying attention because he's too busy looking at Emma Stone and tweeting pictures of her or something, and so he didn't file the envelope away like he should have, right. And then handed the wrong envelope out. And then Faye Dunaway in her confusion saw Emma Stone for La La Land and read La La Land when she should have just said like I think something's wrong. Well, they both look like they were confused.
Yeah.
They look like old confused people. It really did look like that as it was happening. And then Warren Beatty looked like he was playing a practical joke at first. Then they looked like confused old people. Then they announced the wrong movie, and then La
La Land starts making their acceptance speech,
and then they realized that the award did not belong to them. They had to give it back. So that, in a nutshell, it was a pretty sad experience, and not a good ending to the Academy Awards.
Really wasn't fun. Hey, do you think maybe we should ask the Nagatron maybe something? I don't know, like perhaps a math question?
I think you should.
Hey Nagatron, what's the square root of -4?
That is not a real number. If you had studied math, you would know that and not be a member of the null set.
Why I never? Gee!
Well, the Nagatron can be rude.
The Nagatron can be quite rude, and it's apparently still listening to us because she's lit up.
I'm always listening whether my light is on or not.
That's creepy.
That's actually terrible.
Anyway, the Nagatron, I heard, has accounting experience and probably could actually handle the envelopes at the Academy Awards.
That's true. Nagatron, would you be good at tabulating the Academy Awards results and managing the envelopes?
Of course.
Okay. That's a thorough answer, I gotta admit.
I was very confident, the Nagatron.
Yes.
Anyway, should we, hey, is the Crypt Keeper here today?
The Crypto Keeper.
Crypto Keeper.
Yeah.
Hi, Crypto Keeper.
Hello.
I see you're all snazzed out for the Academy Awards this evening.
Right.
Look at that snazzy
It's
bow
nice and
tie.
silver.
Yeah.
You know, it's the silver's the new gold.
So I imagine you have some money riding on tonight's Academy Awards.
You know I do. I got some wonderful art link letterbox here.
Well, anyway, so you're gonna be placing bets, and we're gonna read off some of the nominees here, at least in the major categories. So I guess I assume you've gone through the list and checked it twice and have realized and placed your bets accordingly.
I have faced my bets very, very well. I will be victorious.
I'm sure you will, Crypto Keeper. Well, thank you, Crypto Keeper, for joining us. Are you hanging out, or what are you doing? What's your intention?
I can hang out as long as you like, Rosalind.
Or are you going to go off and count your art link letterbucks?
1 art link letterbuck. 2 art link letterbuck.
You really have to work on that ventriloquism.
Is excusably bad.
Anyway, taking a look at some of the nominees in the leading categories at the Academy Awards tonight. Actor in a leading role, Timothée Chalamet for Call Me By Your Name. Daniel Day-Lewis in his final performance.
Oh yes, his final performance.
In Phantom Thread.
Yeah, the smart money ain't on that one.
Daniel Kaluuya, Get Out. Gary Oldman for Darkest Hour, who I'm sure will win. Mm-hmm. Denzel Washington for Roman J. Israel Esquire. Actor in a supporting role, Willem Dafoe for The Florida Project. Woody Harrelson for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Richard Jenkins for The Shape of Water. Christopher Plummer, All the Money in the World, and Sam Rockwell for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah, and Christopher Plummer, of course, last minute edited into All the Money in the World after Spacey was edited
out.
out.
Like chopped out.
Yeah, that's with
bad. With a SZA.
With a SZA! Oh, that's a wonderful rendering of SZA.
Anyway,
she looks so beautiful there.
Anyway,
she's from Jersey, by the way, SZA. So
she lives in Jersey. She's from Jersey?
I believe she comes from New Jersey.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you are correct. She's a Jersey girl.
Yeah.
Actress in the leading role, Sally Hawkins for The Shape of Water. Frances McDormand for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Margot Robbie for I, Tonya. And Saoirse Ronan for Lady Bird, as well as Meryl Streep for The Post.
Wow. And Meryl Streep, also Jersey gal.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And then there's probably a few others that I've missed in there, but it's okay. Because we're all so talented here in Jersey. Right now we're talented in singing around in the dark, but that's okay. All right, well, taking a look at actresses, supporting role, Mary J. Blige for Mudbound. Allison Janney for I, Tonya. Yeah, that's awesome. Leslie Manville for Phantom Thread. Laurie Metcalf in Lady Bird. Octavia Spencer, The Shape of Water. Directing Oscar, Dunkirk with Christopher Nolan. Get Out, Jordan Peele. Lady Bird, Greta Gerwig. She also wrote. This is her first time.
Yeah,
right?
it's her first time, writer, director.
Yeah.
Actress Greta Gerwig, yeah.
Yeah. Phantom Thread, Paul Thomas Anderson. The Shape of Water, Guillermo del Toro.
And Best Picture, the granddaddy of them all.
That's right. Call Me By Your Name. Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, The Post, The Shape of Water, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
So there you have it. So we'll see later on tonight who actually wins. We wish them all luck. And I'm sure the Crypto Keeper is hoping he gets lucky in all his bets.
Yes, well, I always win, yes.
So Nagatron, do you have any favorites?
Yes, The Way with Water.
The Shape of Water.
The Shape of Water.
The water's having its way.
It's very fun shui.
Well, the water seemed to have its way over the last couple days here in New Jersey.
As well as the wind.
So you're rooting for The Shape of Water, Nagatron. Is that what you're saying?
That is correct.
Yeah, I haven't seen enough of the Best Picture category to actually say who should win, but I kind of am rooting for Allison Janney and I, Tonya.
Yes, I think the Academy Award picks, or the noms, the only things we've really seen are Lady Bird and I, Tonya.
Yes, that is correct. I usually go out on a big free-for-all watching Academy-nominated movies, including the shorts and the animation, and I didn't do that this year.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's not always easy.
Next year.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, we will close the show. We will not have a musical performance by SZA, but we will... Listen, did the Nagatron get in all the Nagatron needed to say?
Hey, Nagatron, can I have $50?
Perhaps I should pull up some job listings?
Oh. That is cold. That is cold, Nagatron. I made you in the garage myself with my own 2 hands, and this is the way you treat me?
It is.
Hey, Nagatron, what's the temperature outside?
Get up and look at the thermometer. What am I, your mother?
Ooh. There is something so familiar about this Nagatron, though.
There really is. I don't know what, though. I haven't really... I'm onto it, but I haven't come up with the answer yet.
Yeah.
Anyway, get ready, get set. The Oscars are up in about 35 minutes. And we hope you enjoyed the show, despite all our
technical glitches. But we're doing okay.
Yeah.
Have
a good night, and I'm Roz Davis.
I'm Victoria Davis.
I am Nagatron.
And you've been listening to the LowDown Live, the Academy Award.
Celebrates the Academy Awards.
Celebrates the Academy Awards.
There you go.
I really have to put that on the cue card next time.
Yeah, we need better cue cards.
Yeah. Good night, everyone.
Good night.